Ahoy there, YouTube! I'm back again today for another Kickstarter critique where I take a look at a different Kickstarter board game every weekday at 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, do a live stream, and give my honest thoughts on how that Kickstarter is being ran. And today I'm very excited to be checking out Gloomier, A Night at Hemlock Hall, which just launched today from Atlas Games, a standalone storytelling sequel to the award-winning classic Gloom, plus the deluxe grief case, and who knows, back the standalone sequel to Gloom. So Gloom was a game that when I first got into the hobby, I really did enjoy a whole bunch, but then as I started to play more games, I fell out of love with it. And I feel like that's really the case for a lot of people who I've talked to about this sort of game. So very excited to see what they're doing different here, see if maybe this is a gamier version of Gloom, perhaps. So fun in 1 hour, no one cares. $20,000 goals, $29,000, all right. Successful. So as always, when I'm watching this video, I'm thinking three things. Do I want it? Can you do it? How much is it? Hopefully you can answer at least one of those in this video. Okay. So, yeah. Okay. I got a lot of questions here. First, I'm not wowed by the video. So of the three things, do I want it, can you do it, how much is it? Can you do it? Yes, that's a big check mark. Obviously, I know Atlas Games, they've sold tons of copies of the original Gloom and the Gloom spin-offs, so can you do it is yes. But do I want it, how much is it? Neither of those are answered. And do I want it? It just looks like more Gloom. Like, to be quite frank, I looked at it and I was like, wow, why couldn't this just be a Gloom standalone expansion or something like that instead of a sequel? Like, nothing about it was like, wow, I gotta check this out, even though I think I might have Gloom still. So, hopefully they can do that right here, but as always, I do want to check. You always want to check to make sure, you know, the last one's, ooh, and I do like 3 collaborators on here, which is great. Hopefully that means the customer service is going to be popping. But you always want to look at the last one, make sure it's not a flaming dumpster fire in the comment section, to be quite frank. 616, that's a bit scary. Here's hoping the game made it on the ship this week. Okay, so they're just having shipping issues. So that one is either here nor there, but let's see this one right here. Because you always want to make sure. Because a lot of times companies will they'll launch their next one without their last one even being shipped out. Now, this is a special exception, I would say, because of the shipping, and I know the shipping is absolutely god-awful everywhere. What am I looking for? I'm looking for the comments. Here we go. Make sure it's not a flaming dumpster fire. So excited to wrap up Fate Accelerator, receive magical kitties today. Cool. Plan. So, yes, can you do it? Obvious, check mark, yes. So now, give me the price and convince me that I wanted, which right now, meh. The sky is darker, the key is colder, and the worst is still to come. The campaign includes this campaign. Oh, campaign. Oh, the Kickstarter campaign. It includes 3 gloomy goodies. Gloomier, A Night at Hemlock Hall, standalone card game. Gloom Grief Case Deluxe Storage Box. That's where, ding, 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 I think we're going to have ourselves a winner. And the Gloom Chronicles campaign-style mini expansion. Okay. So I do like the fact that you very clearly laid this out for me right here. Because if this was not very clear and obvious, I think I would have very easily gotten confused. So at Night at Hemlock Hall, this is the not expansion, but this is just the standalone. While there's strategy to Gloom, it's a casual game. It's best for people who are looking to tell a fun story with their friends. Why is this? Why is that quote there when we're talking about Gloomier? Because I was expecting this to say, we try, one of two things. Either we wanted to recreate that same feel and make it so it's still a gateway game, which fine, that's great if that's the case, let me know that. But we wanted to take that next step and make this more of a hobby strategy style game while still keeping the same Gloom veneer. But either way, I don't like this quote because it doesn't tell me anything I want to know about Gloomier. You're telling me about Gloom. It's an odd quote. At Hemlock Hall, awful amusements become deadly versions of the flip of a card. Gloomier, A Night at Hemlock Hall, is a darkly humorous, standalone, competitive storytelling card game for 2 to 5 players. To win, you make your characters suffer the greatest tragedies possible while passing to... This sounds very familiar. It's definitely a deeper dive. I'd say Gloomier is Hemlock Hall Season 2, Goody Czar is retired, and the twins look a little older, but they're still kids. What does that mean? It's definitely a deeper dive. I'd say Gloomier is Hemlock Hall Season 2. Isn't Gloomier Hemlock Hall Season 1? Like, what? I'm so confused by this quote. It doesn't make any sense to me. While there is... No, that's the first one. It's definitely a deeper dive. Does that mean storytelling-wise? Does that mean gameplay-wise? I'd say Gloomier is Hemlock Hall Season 2. Is this talking about the expansion? Maybe? I don't get it. Gloomier features transparent plastic cards allowing a character's score and story to evolve as cards are stacked on top of each other. A Night at Hemlock Hall expands the storytelling aspect of Gloom with new specially designed story prompts, and this full standalone game includes 6 new stories and 14 new guests. They can be used with any edition of Gloom. Oh, wait, it can? And this includes 6 new stories and 14 new guests. So the game itself cannot, but the story cards and guests can be? Question mark? If this is a damn expansion, just let me know it's an expansion. Like, nobody's gonna be like, I don't want this unless it's an expansion. No, I feel like more people will be like, yes, standalone expansion, that's my jam. And right now, I don't know. Are you half and half here? It's so unclear. Okay. Why Gloomier? Original setting. The original Gloom, expanding the world, builds on the Wellington Smythe family introduced in Gloom and expanded on the expansions. Even when playing core Gloom, players can replace existing purple characters with characters from the set. So that's really awesome. That's what we want. I feel like if you're a really big Gloom fan. I'm not, but I'm trying to imagine from, all the other games that I am really big fans of, that's what I'd want. I mean, in a perfect world, they just work together, but as long as I can use the characters, that's great. Focus on storytelling, great. More of the best mechanics. Gloomier uses the proven mechanics of guests and stories from Gloom expansions and adds much... okay, cool. Gloomier has 20 characters you could meet at Hemlock Hall. Imagine a blend of the Addams Family, Agatha Christie, and Downtown Abbey. These quotes are so odd. Like, I'm used to quotes being like... I don't know, not like this. Because it's... this is great. Like, this is you trying to say, I don't know. Gloomier gameplay. Like all Gloom games, Gloomier at Night at Hemlock Hall is a storytelling game. Cool, stacking transparent cards. How to play. Awesome. Is this full how to play? Probably. 8 minutes?
Welcome.
Excellent. Excellent. I love seeing that. Love seeing that front and center. Great. Still want to know the price. In Gloom, storytelling is optional, and I've seen people play Gloom without doing it. But in my opinion, if you play without the story, you're missing out on the best part of the experience that Gloom provides. What the hell are these quotes? Like, you're just telling me about features of the game. There's 20, like here, there's 20 characters. Here, you don't have to tell the story if you don't want to. Like, it's just odd seeing him in the quote form. What's in the box? Gloomier, A Night at Hemlock Hall contains 110 transparent cards, an attractive tuck box. Great. Still don't have the price. Just give me the price. You're going to make me go over to the right side for the price? I hope not. Don't get out of here, magical kitties. We're not looking at you anymore. So 7 pages, yeah, and we got pictures, illustrations, examples. This isn't their first rodeo. I'm not particularly worried about it. Gloom Briefcase. So this is another thing that you can back for. Okay, Gloom fan, and I like how it's a very clean transition, just bam, we're now talking about something completely different. Gloom fans have been asking for it for years, and finally it's here, a box big enough for all your Gloom games. Briefcase instead of briefcase, I actually like that. Luxurious briefcase is large enough to hold every Gloom game produced thus far, and that's roughly 1,500 Gloom cards. Jesus Christ, that's awesome. Plus all your rules and extras and your darkest secrets. It's even got room to accommodate another 4 full Gloom games or 8 expansions for when you want to add few. I love this. If I'm a Gloom fan, this is the box I want. I don't want a Dominion box that holds everything. I want a Dominion box that's going to hold everything and plus a whole bunch more because I realize that the game is still popular. The case is extremely sturdy, 4 millimeters thick. That doesn't mean much to me. Laminated chipboard will make this the strongest game box in your chipboard. Wait, so you're saying it's laminated chipboard? Hey, Mike. Sure to hold up a lifetime or use, of course, until Untimely Death. So I have a feeling this is going to be a very popular pledge right here. Soft touch finish adds a luxurious velvety spot gloss. This is great. This is what people, I imagine a lot of people want this. Back the project. Just give me the price. I don't understand why you're making me go over here to get the price. And then we have the Gloom Chronicles. So I will look at this before we get over to the price. Lots of Kickstarter campaigns, including several of ours, have lots of different stretch goals to unlock. For this Kickstarter, we're focusing on just one big one, the Gloom Chronicles. Chronicles is an expansion for the Gloom series, turning Gloom into a serialized campaign-style game. Okay, that's really cool. And I feel like you have mentioned a couple things about that higher without first explaining this, which was probably what some of the confusion arose. The PDF will be included, and you could. I feel like you could fix that potentially in that 1 minute video, because the 1 minute, and maybe I missed it in the 1 minute video. The 1 minute video did not wow me. The PDF will be included with all the pledge levels and improved through stretch goals to become a booster pack of physical cards. The more funds we raise, the better the Gloom Chronicle cards will be. Interesting. Very interesting. So that is not actually going to be a pledge level? I don't know. In Gloom, you and your friends weave together tales of woe, but where does the story begin? Each card in the Gloom expansion starts a new chapter for an ongoing game of glue, ties those games together as a serialized campaign. That's spectacular. Okay, here we go. I don't like the fact that I had to go this far to get it, the price, though. I'm, 11 minutes in, and I'm just now finding the price. Hit me with it earlier, I feel like. Basic, Black Pledge. So that's just the game, $24. This is the box and the game. Hopefully you're not making people buy the game with the box. I hope that's not what you're doing here, because that's what it looks like. Because I imagine there's a lot of people who are like, no, I'm cool with my regular Gloom. Does this Gloomier not play with my Gloom? It says it's a standalone sequel. I don't need a standalone sequel. I love Gloom. Gloom is my lifestyle game. I play it every week. I just want the box. You know, you're going to make him... But I will say, $49, that's not bad. Like, I don't have a problem with this price point. Well, it is an empty box. No, I don't. Like, because it's a nice empty box, and I feel like $25 for that box is about what I'd pay for a lot of other expansion boxes. You know, if it was like the one where it's like, all right, I'm going to get rid of all my stupid pandemic boxes and put it into this one big pandemic box, $25? Sign me up, baby. Unruly Retailer Pledge. So this is the pick your mix 50% off. What the? Okay. And then the whale. All right, so let's go take a look. Make sure it's clean and clear over here. 24. You got 106 backers on that. 162. Yeah, imagine a lot of people want that box. Wait, this is the retailer's pledge. 15. Awesome. And then 270 for the entire thing. How many people want that? 37. Okay. 37 people saying they're taking, and I love this. Why not? Why not take a swing? 37 people just said, hell yeah, we're going to take that swing. So I'm a big fan of this. Wow. Munchkin Gloom? Are you throwing in Munchkin Gloom? That's actually really cool. There's nothing else out there like Gloom. The transparent cards, the turnabout of making your own family miserable, the oddball characters, it's hilariously horrible. I am so insanely confused by the quotes. Like, there's probably been 100 people, and I'm not exaggerating, 100 people who have reviewed Gloom. Why wouldn't you just go pull some quotes from some people who we know instead of, hey, it's the Gloom publisher, and it's the guy that made the game. Or gal. I don't know who it was. I just saw the quote. Stretch goals. All stretch goals in this campaign will improve, and they've already reached their thing, so I would highly recommend bumping this up along with the price. So you get the Gloom Chronicles PDF. Cool. 10 physical cards. All pledge levels include a free copy of the Gloom Chronicles as a 10-card poker-sized booster pack. So as this gets more popular, there's going to be more that's going to be added to the game, but the more that's added to the game, I feel like is stuff people really want. Like, if I love Gloom, and you're saying, hey, we can turn Gloom into a campaign game, but you got to back our new Gloom if you want to make this, it's just, it's odd. It's odd to me. And I hope it works, because I love Gloom. You know what? I don't love Gloom. I like Gloom. Let's not go crazy here. The Gloom Chronicles now have 20 cards, so what do we got? Add-ons, Gloom, pins, and tokens. Why is it so that's the regular price is $10. Now we're getting it for $8. So this is pretty much just opening up their inventory, it looks like. Standalone Gloom games, $19 each. So yeah, they're just selling their back category. Which I'm fine with. I don't have a problem with. And I like kind of like how they're selling it here on the add-on section, because that's going to inflate their Kickstarter number, which is just going to make people be like, whoa, the new Gloom expansion's up to $150,000. I got to check that out. You know, it's just going to draw more interest to it. So I do think from a marketing perspective, it's a really smart one. Unless the add-ons are done at the end, in which case then I'm in stock and will ship very soon after the close of the campaign. Now, these are Atlas games, are also available on our website or at your local game store. And there we go. Here we go. Boom. Will Wheaton, you don't see that face too often on Kickstarter. Why don't you got a quote from this? Here we go, you do. I hope you have a morbid sense of humor because we are about to play an award-winning card game named Gloom. That quote, it's just, it doesn't do anything for me. Like, there was not a better quote in there. I hope you have a morbid sense of humor because we're about to, so you're just saying the game's won an award before. You know, I could go get a game, and I could give it a Bowers Best seal, and I could say it's an award-winning game. Like, and granted, Gloom has much high accolades. I'm not saying it like that. It just seems like an odd quote. How to play Gloom in 3 minutes. Cool? I don't know. All right, project status. This game, Gloomier, a Night at Hemlock Hall, is complete. Its rules have been extensively tested. The art and layout are finished. It just needs the final proofreading before going to press. Work on Gloomier. What is this? Our update to backers will feature this handy chart to keep you informed on our progress of every step along the way. Oh, so it's just you're going to check off. Oh, okay. That's actually really nice. I don't have any issues with that. That's cool. That looks like something off of Stonemaier Games. Cool. Inescapable shipping. Excellent. Clean, clear, basic, deluxe, massive, excellent, different prices. Maybe next time, just put it in their currency. It's not, but either way, still very clean and clear. Love the shipping section. Maybe make it a bit bigger. Just a smidge. So what is it? $12, massive, $15. Shipping is paid on checkout. The shipping charge, unruly retailers, more info there. The Gloom team, aka the people we got our quotes from. Great. Visit our website. Looks good. FAQs, what do we got in there? How could backing this make my life delightfully dismal? Why don't I see add-ons when I back the campaign? Yeah, I am curious about that. Retailers won't get the... If you're not a retailer, it could be... Do all backers get the Gloom Chronicles? What is the retail stretch goal? Okay. Looks clean. Comments. There's no updates yet. It just launched. So in the end... What am I going to give this? So I always give it a 0, 1, or 2. 2, that means back it for the whale. 1... bag it for $1 and come back in the last 48 hours and make the decision. And 0, just keep on clicking. So I'm not giving it a 0. I feel like if you want the whale, like if you were like, I would really love just to go all in on Gloom and I don't have a problem dumping $270, $300, whatever it is, into this, then I'd say give it a 2. Can you do it? You obviously got to feel comfortable. They made like 15 expansions on this. It's not like you're not going to get your product. And I feel like I've never had an issue with Atlas games component quality. One of the games comes to mind, this Crown game, this really spectacular 7-player Crown game, and the components were great for it, which I think speaks a lot to their component quality. So yeah, I'd say give it a 2 if you're in the market, if you actually just want the whole thing. But for most people, I'd say give it a 1, especially if that campaign aspect. Like, I'm not the biggest fan of the fact that the campaign aspect, which I think people really, really want, is just kind of behind a stretch goal wall. I'm also going to be very interested to see how they do their updates and their comments and how they keep people active and engaged. I think a great idea would be in the update to maybe, I don't know, introduce a family in a card or I don't know, something. Just give people the opportunity, reach out to them, say, tell us a story of how this character would be impacted by this in the comments. And just maybe we can even make it a contest. We'll ship out an extra copy of the game just for whoever we pick. Get people active and engaged, and I think that would be a great way to do it. Because with people like this, especially with storytelling games, I'm a huge storytelling game fan. I made my own storytelling game. I love talking. I could talk all day. I hate typing, so this would not be for me. But there's tons of people who love talking and love typing, and if you ask them to do this in the comments section, they're going to do it. And that's going to get your comment section being engaged. People are going to be clicking on it. People are going to be opening it. People are going to be interacting with it. And that's going to tickle all those right Kickstarter algorithms and get it bumped up higher, hopefully. But in the end, Gloomier Night at Hemlock Hall wasn't wowed by the video, but I feel like they did a lot of good stuff in this one. Those quotes also threw me off as well. But let me know what you thought about this Kickstarter down in the comments down below. And if it looks like it might be your cup of tea, be sure to click on that Kickstarter link down below. Tell them Bowers Game Corner sent you. And as always, thanks. Oh, and if you're enjoying what I'm doing, please be sure to click on that subscribe button down below. Because the one for Gloomier says waiting for Bowers Game Corner. Oh no! Oh no! Oh no! Dealing Dungeons! What? Oh, that would explain why I didn't get that message in the chat, because I have my chat on my iPad on my other iPad. Oh, failure. Oh, we can fix this. Sorry about that.